Hello, my name is Ivy, and welcome to another episode of Shibi Travels. We're still here in Dapitan, and I'm just showing you a few of the older houses in Dapitan. And right now, we're driving towards the city proper, which is their plaza. And these are just some examples of houses back in the day. This is the town plaza or the city plaza, and I'm gonna give you guys a brief tour. So we're here in another part of the Pitan. This is their patron saint. I'm gonna ask my cousin. I don't remember his name. This is their patron saint. What's the name?
Saint Santiago James.
Patron saint. Okay, patron saint James Santiago for the Pitan. Okay. We're gonna check out their cathedral here in Dapitan, which is supposedly older than the cathedral here in Dipolog.
As it was built in 1812.
Because it was built in 1812.
And this is where Jose Rizal would actually
Huh?
come. This is the church that he would go to, and he would normally just stand here and pray.
Okay, so apparently Jose Rizal would enter this church and stand in this spot where my cousin is standing and offer a prayer. It has obviously undergone some sort of renovation. So, Spanish architecture for churches and cathedrals are the same in that it's just one way, and it's just one way like this. Sometimes if there's more funding, they can extend it like a T shape, but this one doesn't have a T shape. It's just like this. So I'm Catholic. I should kneel in front of the altar and genuflect. So there's no mass right now, and so this is a smaller cathedral but older, and this is the second floor of the cathedral. So the second floor of the cathedral is used for music and choir. Okay. Huh?
So right on this spot is actually where the former Dr. Jose Rizal would stood every week, all throughout the 4 year of his exile, to attend the service and pray, offer prayers. This church was actually built by the Jesuits in 1871. So this is what we call the St. James Cathedral.
Okay, I'm gonna have her hold this.
Yeah, ikaw mag-
I went to school. I went to an all-girls Catholic school my whole life. I'm gonna show you. So, if you go to Catholic school, we have mass like every Friday, and this is what we used to do. When you offer offertory in the States, they give out baskets. In the Philippines, we have this, and I'm gonna show you how we do it. So if I'm the girl in charge of getting the offertory, you carry it like this, and then do this. And every person is gonna give their offering like that. And then, because it's usually just coins, right? It's usually just coins. Do this. This. So every girl in my school used to do that. We all had to do that. And this is an example of a confessional. Right? You need a place to kneel. We don't kneel on the floor. Oh, the priest sits here, and then you make your confession there. So yeah, but there's a place to kneel. It has cushion. Yeah. So when I saw this, I was like, ooh, that's a childhood memory. I used to do that in school. Okay. Okay, so let's check out other places, okay? Catch you
Right
later.
in front of the cathedral
Okay.
is the map of Mindanao that was designed by Dr.
Okay, so here in Dapitan, they're very proud of having Dr. Jose Rizal lived here for 4 years, and there's a small garden outside the church, and
So he had no tools, but he was also an agriculturist, right? He was a gardener, so he used this grass.
oh,
He was also to teach geography.
okay. So I need go ahead.
Yeah. So this is actually the map of Mindanao right here. This entire place.
Oh, so he used grass. He used the grass to depict the map of Mindanao. So I think this is show me which parts you know.
Yeah, I'm looking for the color.
Okay, so she's looking for Dipolog where my cousin lives.
It's the Pitan where we are right now.
Okay.
The Pitan, and this is where the port is. And then this is where my city is, Dipolog.
Dipolog and Dapitan.
Right.
So Dipolog and Dapitan are twin
Cities.
cities.
But this one came as a city first because of Rizal's influence in the city.
Okay. So a lot of the cities are going to be coastal cities. A lot of the cities are going to be coastal cities.
What is that?
So that's in Tagalog. I'm going to need a minute. I can understand it. I'm just going to need a minute.
Pampansanyaman. That means a national heritage. Yeah. National treasure.
Okay, so I do want to talk about something illegal.
Zamis, that's where Zamis. Pagadian is, di ba? At Bangan siya.
That's Plaridel.
Plaridel.
Pagadian, it should be over there.
Yeah, it should be over there.
So I do want to talk about Jimenez.
Jimenez.
So one of the things I like to do is read about the Second World War. You know what? One of the things I like to do is read about the Second World War. Jimenez is important because this is where Wendell Fertig, and if you love military history, if you're familiar with the Special Forces, Wendell Fertig is one of the founders of the United States Special Forces. After Bataan surrendered, he was stuck here because Bataan surrendered, MacArthur left and was living in Australia. Wendell Fertig was left behind here in Mindanao, and he chose Jimenez as his base for his guerrilla resistance. So that's why this place is important. This is where he started, and he grew his guerrilla resistance against the Japanese. So that's where Jimenez is, right? Did I say it right? Jimenez.
Yeah.
And another thing why Jimenez and Osamis are important is because again, in the Second World War, if you're familiar with Captain William Dyess, he and 10 other Americans were the only Americans to escape a Japanese prison camp that was located outside of Davao. So before the Second World War, Mindanao was mostly coastal territories, right? Coastal cities, and inside Mindanao was unexplored, uncharted territories, meaning there was no map. Whatever map there was is because of the coastal towns and cities. And other than that, everything was uncharted territory. So when they escaped the Japanese prison camp near Davao, they had no choice but to cross this jungle all the way to Jimenez and Osamis so they could reach the guerrilla territory, because an American who escapes a Japanese prison camp is safer in guerrilla territory. So that's why I'm really fascinated. There's so many wonderful stories about the Second World War. So that was Captain Dyess and 10 other Americans. I just want to share that for World War II trivia. Okay. So we're gonna check out other places. So
City Plaza.
oh, this is the City Plaza. Like every other town in the Philippines, there's gonna be a plaza. This is typical. I'm gonna behind me, you know, this is our typical childhood. We have our snacks outside, you know, and yeah, sitting down on the grass, and that's how we have our snacks.
Kids playing in the plaza.
Yep. I think it's recess, or it's probably recess.
Lunchtime.
Oh,
It's probably lunchtime.
it's lunch break. That's why there are kids. That's why there are kids playing in the plaza, eating their lunch, because it's lunch break. Yeah, I'm gonna show you.
Kiosk, a food kiosk.
Yeah, a food cart or a food kiosk.
Yeah.
And sometimes we buy,
What
you know,
it's made of, like mga ano lang, sago,
yeah, Filipino food
street food.
and snacks. Okay. You wanna check it out? We'll do a quick stop.
Ay mo ana naka nyay. Ta mauta na kag unsa ni.
Oh, well, maka-identify. I can still identify.
Okay. Ready na dumumit sa mag-ara. Ready lang daw.
So this is puso, which is rice. What is that? Rice inside banana leaves. And this is what we
We
call
call it the hanging rice.
Oh, hanging rice. And this is called fishball. Fishball, and that was my favorite snack as a kid.
What about that one? There's an Enticin.
Isaw.
Enticin. Do you know the story why we got to eat this?
No.
During this one, isaw is actually Enticin. So during the Spaniards, most of them would eat the meat of the chicken, right? Or the pork. So they throw away the intestines, the liver, and all of that stuff. And the Filipinos, because they did not have much to eat, they would actually innovate a meal out from those. Garbage turned now into a local delicacy,
And these are their dipping sauces.
which is basically vinegar, soy sauce, and ketchup.
Ketchup. Okay. And no double dipping, guys. Okay. Okay. Oh.
Purple yam. Purple yam cake.
So this is purple ube yam cake. Thank you. Thank you. Okay, so let's go check out other places. Okay, so before we leave this area, I'm gonna show you what a parochial school is. Parochial school means it's an old school back in the day. Okay, I don't wanna die here. So that's an example of an old school back in the day. Okay, so we're going back to our car and we're gonna check out other places. So hang in there and I'll catch you later. Bye. Okay, so I'm here at the place where Jose Rizal arrived for his exile. And the people of Dapitan, they built this monument to commemorate when Jose Rizal arrived in their city. I'm gonna read what it says here, okay? It says here, on this side, on this beach of Santa Cruz, Jose Rizal landed at 7 o'clock in the evening on July 17, 1892 to begin his life of exile in Dapitan with Captain Dyess and 3 artillerymen. They walked through Santa Cruz Street with farol de combate to the Casa Real, where he was presented to Don Ricardo Garnicera, a Spanish military governor of this district. So this is it looks like a bronze sculpture, and the image of Jose Rizal is very similar. They were able to get it right. So you can see there's a lantern because he arrived at night. Well, yeah. So there was no electricity in the 1800s.
It was actually Rizal who helped develop electricity in
Oh, so my cousin says it was actually Jose Rizal who helped develop electricity here in Dapitan. So, like, you know what? I'm gonna show you the shoreline. It is so beautiful. So this is the shoreline of Dapitan. Okay, it's humid and the sun is very glaring. What did I?
They landed diba 1892.
Yes, in the middle, and not in the middle of the night, in 7 o'clock in the evening.
And exiled for 4 years here. So they chose the Dapitan because
Why?
ano siya, it's a cove if you look at it.
Oh.
So there's no, even if there's heavy typhoon, it will not be affected in any way. It's a cove.
Oh, so I didn't know that. My cousin said the Spaniards chose this location, Dapitan, for his exile because it's a cove, C-O-V-E, and should there be a typhoon, it will not be affected in any way. I just wanted to show you the shoreline and the water, you know, it's so clean. So do you see, that is typical geography in the Philippines. Oh, Lord Jesus.
We're going there after lunch.
Oh, okay.
Rizal Shrine, that one, that portion there.
Okay, so we're gonna go there after lunch. Heaven, Lord Jesus in heaven. It's very humid. It's very humid.
It is. That's the port area.
So that is the port of Dapitan. But thank you, cuz. Thank you.
So in the Philippines, when it is so hot, we use umbrellas, which you guys only use it for the rain.
Yeah, so it's funny, when I first moved to the States, I would walk around in the summer with an umbrella, and a lot of the Americans thought it was odd. So I had to get used and adapt to just putting on sunblock all the time. But here in the Philippines, we use umbrellas during hot and rainy seasons.
Right.
But look at the shoreline. I don't know if you can see, yeah.
And this is swimmable. Very good temperature here.
Yeah, if you see that boat, that's what we call a palm boat, right? Palm boat?
Yeah, for fishing.
People use that for fishing. So I think there was, somebody asked me, like, why don't Filipinos have motorboats? They're expensive to maintain, and then you have to buy gasoline.
Right.
So, you know, people who have palm boats, they have to think about their daily budget. So it's really better for them to have a palm boat. Plus, if there's a typhoon and the typhoon will destroy or damage the boat, it's easy to repair.
Yeah, and low maintenance.
So it's basically low maintenance. It's hard to repair an expensive motorboat or a speedboat. Okay. So that was a great monument for the great Jose Rizal. And we're gonna keep going and just
We're gonna have lunch right inside Gloria de Dapitan, which was the first commercial park with a theme park inside in Mindanao.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna show you what's it like to cross the street in the Philippines.
You have to turn your heads left and right.
So crossing the street in the Philippines, you have to do it with conviction. When you cross the street in the Philippines, you have to be strong-willed and you do it with conviction. Okay, we're going.
That's easy. Go Vietnam and you will be great. Ang Vietnam na ano bitaw? As in, kana akong.
So that's it for today's episode. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button.